only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. That is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to John Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here we go. Number 16's coming, check left.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jackson now. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Bills 14, Washington 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Woo! It's a wrap.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's out to the flat for Gibson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Stop your whining.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, check back 16, check back 16. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Switch, switch, switch.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
At the 30-yard line.
Second down at 5. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there. And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Point after here coming up. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bills 28, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down now. It's Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bit
all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jacob Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We got 3. I got 83. Let's go, D.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line.
Mike 16.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to let this one go deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Guys, stay in situation. Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
14's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give running right, Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.